Fam, what's up with the squad? It's your favorite Auntie with Uncle Tendencies. Welcome back to Cess Talks Sports. Shout out to all my loyal fam pulling up again. And if you're new around here, welcome to the fam. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you're always locked in. And I need everybody to smash that like button, drop a comment, share the video, and make sure to hype the video when you finish. Now listen, we're going to dive into something special. Preseason exhibition, South Carolina versus Anderson University. It's going down October 24th at Colonial Life Arena. I've been talking about it. It's more than just a scrimmage. This the calm before the storm. The official first look at Redemption Season 2.0, or as I'm calling it, Revenge Season 2.0. Revenge, redemption, we getting it all. For us Gamecocks, it's a tune-up before the grind really begins. For Anderson, it's a champion's test, a rare chance to measure themselves against the dynasty. Two programs from the same Palmetto State, living in different basketball worlds, but stepping onto the same floor with the same hunger for respect. Let's get into it. The lights will be bright inside CLA. You already know how I get in there. It's been the #1 spot in women's hoops for over a decade when it comes to attendance. It's not just a gym, it's a coliseum, it's a movement. And for this night, it's not just a basketball game. The whole evening kicks off with Dawn Staley, Big Drip herself, the living legend, chopping it up with Charlamagne the God, and Asia Wilson about her new book, Uncommon Favor. That alone is a moment. But then you add in the return of the team, the energy of the fans, and the anticipation for this new chapter beyond measure. It's a season kickoff that feels more like a festival than an exhibition. But here's the thing. Dawn don't do light work. There are no easy nights in her playbook. She treats exhibitions like the real deal. A dress rehearsal for what's coming in March, April, when national powerhouses like USC, Duke, Texas, UCLA, and Louisville, they trying to step on the court and make a run at a chip. That's what we're going to be running. That's what we're going to be practicing for. Every lineup is going to get tested. Every rotation is going to get studied. Every defensive set is going to get scrutinized. This game is a lab, and every experiment matters. This matchup tells two very different stories about women's basketball in South Carolina, but both stories are rooted in winning. On one side, you have South Carolina. Not just a program, but a dynasty. Under Coach Dawn Staley, the Gamecocks have turned into the standard, the gold standard, if you will. 3 NCAA championships in 2017, 2022, and 2024. 7 Final Fours in the last 10 years, 9 SEC regular season titles, and 9 SEC tournament championships. And that home court, the CLA has been the most attended venue in the sport for 10 straight years. In the last 11 seasons, only 9 teams have walked out of the arena with the win. I didn't say in the last 11 games. I said in the last 11 seasons. Only 9 teams have walked out of that arena with a win. That's what dominance looks like. That's what a dynasty feels like. On the other side, you have Anderson University. Different division, different resources, different spotlight, but the same culture of winning. Head coach Jonathan Barbary has built something steady and respected at the Division II level. He's been at the helm for 9 years and racked up 196 wins to 79 loss record with multiple 20-win seasons, a 30-3 perfect SAC campaign in 2018-19, 6 NCAA tournament berths, and the 2024 SAC tournament championship. Anderson might not live in the same spotlight as the Gamecocks, but inside their world, and they're a problem. And that's what makes this exhibition so valuable. It's not a rivalry, but it is a South Carolina showcase. 2 teams from the same state showing that women's hoops is thriving across every level. For Anderson, it's exposure and experience. For South Carolina, it's a systems check before the gauntlet begins. For both, it's respect. Now let's talk about where we stand. Last season, South Carolina finished 35-4. We ran through the SEC, swept the regular season and tournament titles, and made it all the way to the national championship game. But falling short against UConn left a scar. That pain fuels this redemption season, Revenge 2.0. And then came the preseason curveballs. Injuries to Chloe Kitts, Ashlyn Watkins. Both were supposed to be anchors in our front court, and now both are out for the season. But we are unafraid. For most programs, that would be devastating. But this South Carolina, Dawn built this roster deep for a reason. And this year, that foresight turned from luxury to necessity. Enter the new weapons. Taniyah Latson, the walk-in bucket from Florida State. Dawn say Burger King need to give her an NIL deal because he's out here getting it her way. She's joining us as a senior ready to take over offensively. She's the former NCAA scoring leader and explosive 3-level scorer who can go get her own shot anytime, anywhere. This exhibition is our first look at how she fits back next to Raven Johnson and how she adapts to Dawn's system. Then there's Medina Akat, the 6'6" transfer from Mississippi State, rim protector, board cleaner, defensive wall. She now carries the responsibility of being our anchor in the paint with Watkins' sideline. Let's talk about the core we already got, because this is where the real stability comes from. Raven Johnson, heartbeat of this team. point guard who orchestrates everything and locks down the other end. Joyce Edwards, sophomore, already on the verge of stardom after a stellar freshman year and the summer run with USA basketball that saw her deployed, saving everything. 3x3, 5x5, anything you needed, Joyce could take care of it. Tessa Johnson, the perimeter shooter who stretches defenses and guards with discipline. Maddie McDaniel, the sophomore who proved in March that she belongs in big moments and now has more on her shoulders. And yes, Miriam Dowda. Oh, Scary Mary Carey. She was here last season and she's back. At 6'4", Dowda is versatile, strong, and skilled. She can rebound, she can score inside, and she brings the kind of presence that makes the loss of Kits sting a little less. This year, her role expands and she becomes even more critical. And we can't forget Adele Tock. She's back, 6'6", and here to prove something. Deli is in shape and ready to go to work. I'm loving thinking about her and the Twin Towers with a cot. I can't wait to see how Dawn uses them. And then there's the freshman wings, Isla McDowell and Agat McKeer. See, Gotti with the shotty, we seen her shoot the leather off the ball at the Garnet and Black Madness. But see, these two, they're the kind of long, athletic, versatile defenders Dawn has always loved. Think Bree Hall or Bree Beal in their early years. This is their first audition in front of the CLA crowd, and Dawn will be watching closely to see if they can hold their own in the SEC grind. So what's the goal for this game? Integrate Latson into the flow, test out Akat in her new role, watch Dowda step forward into a leadership role in the front court, make sure that Edwards is ready to be that star, and give the young wings their first taste of big-time minutes. Everybody's going to show up and show out, no doubt. Now let's give Anderson their respect. This program is not coming to Columbia to shock the world. They're coming for growth, and that's exactly the right mindset. Last season, they went 24-10, won the SAC tournament, and secured a spot in the NCAA D2 tournament. That's a championship-level season in their lane. But they're stepping into a new era now. They lost two cornerstones, Diamond McDowell, an All-American who led in scoring and rebounding, and Zamiah Passmore, the SAC Defensive Player of the Year, who drove their backcourt. Replacing that production is no small task. So now the spotlight shifts. Senior guard Ashley Sheridan, a proven starter and an SAC All-Tournament team pick, is stepping into the role of go-to scorer and leader. Sophomore forward Rose Gravel, last year's SAC Freshman of the Year, is now expected to battle against size and athleticism she's never faced before. Junior guard Peyton Oliver is taking on more ball handling and scoring responsibilities, and should be tested the second Raven Johnson picks her up full court. Graduate transfer Sierra Harris, freshman Winthrop, brings Division I experience to stabilize the backcourt and keep composure when the pace gets wild. For Anderson, the mission is simple: compete. Run their sets against elite length, defend with pride even when shots fall the other way, battle on the boards, and leave knowing what it takes to play at the highest level. A close quarter, a strong run, a standout performance from Sheridan or Gravel, that's the kind of win that means something for them, even if the scoreboard says otherwise. And this isn't just a test for the players. It's a chess match for the coaches. Dawn Staley, Big Drip, without question. One of the greatest to ever do it. 3 NCAA championships, 7 Final Fours, 9 SEC regular season, and 9 SEC tournament titles. Hall of Fame resume that speaks for itself. But what makes Drip different is her philosophy. Defensive rebounding are non-negotiable. Accountability is built into every possession. She doesn't just prepare players for the WNBA. She prepares them for life. And in games like this, she treats every possession like it counts because she knows come March, every possession will. On the other side, Jonathan Barbary has carved out a legacy of consistency at Anderson. 9 years, 6 NCAA berths, 2 SAC tournament championships, nearly 200 career wins. He's built a sustainable program at the Division II level, one that expects to win year after year. For him, this game is all about experience, throwing his players into the fire of CLA, seeing who rises, who cracks, and what lessons they can carry into their SAC title defense. 2 coaches, 2 programs, 2 objectives, same court, same night. For Anderson, this is a no-lose scenario. The expectation of winning sits entirely on South Carolina's shoulders. If they can execute for stretches, if they can prove they belong on the floor with elite athletes, that's a massive moral and recruiting win. The confidence and resilience they gain from this experience can carry them all the way through their conference season. For South Carolina, the stakes are flipped. The score isn't the question, it's the performance. How smooth does Latson look in Garnet and Black? Can Akat and Dowda really stabilize the front court? Is Joyce Edwards about to take over the SEC as a sophomore, like I've been saying? And are the freshman wings ready to become Dawn's next defensive stoppers? These are the storylines fans and media will be dissecting after the buzzer. When it's all said and done, the scoreboard probably reflects the obvious. South Carolina rolls, but the scoreboard ain't the story. For the Gamecocks, it's about chemistry, rotations, and proving that depth is still championship ready, even with 2 key injuries. For Anderson, it's about pride, poise, and walking away knowing they grew stronger by stepping into the fire. This night is the first chapter in 2 different journeys, one chasing another national championship, the other chasing another SAC crown. Both start here, both matter. All right, fam, that's the preview. Now I need y'all to sound off. Who are you most excited to see in this matchup? Latson making her Gamecock debut, Akai holding down the paint, or Edward stepping into her star role? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's talk about it. And if you haven't yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button, ring that bell so you don't miss what's next. Share this video, hype this video, leave a comment on this video, and let somebody know you're riding with women's hoops and the Gamecocks over here. Catch y'all next time on Cess Talks Sports, where we always bringing you the latest on the rising stars and legends in the making. Keep hooping. Stay tuned. Talk soon. I'm out.